Alrighty, let's see if everything works okay. I have not streamed in a minute, but this is important. This is infection that we've been waiting on for basically a year and a half. Let's see if it's popping up on that end. It looks like it is. Perfect. Should be starting soon. Hopefully everything works out okay on the stream. We should be all set. And I have the chat pulled up here. It says excellent condition, so we should be all good here to go. And thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And we will continue on, just waiting for this to pop up. And my expectations are very low, considering we didn't see anything at the showcase. So we will just see what all happens here and go from there, because that's all we can really do. It really does look like a good hazmat core. It looks really cool, I will say. I'll give them that. And for the most part, I'm just anxious to see how the mechanics are, how much they've changed from the original infection in the OG days. So we'll just have to go and see how all that looks. Again, they've given us just a little bit of guidance on this, not too crazy a guidance, but we can do what we can to see what is going on. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to chat about anything or want to say hi. I'm cool with that too. I have not streamed in a minute, so it is nice to be back streaming, at least for this reaction, just do a live reaction to this. Been playing Halo since 2002, so it'd be interesting to see how, my impressions are. I haven't played Infinite in like a month, so we will see how this goes. Let's do a few more edits here on everything. Says my bit rate's a little low, so I'll increase that. Let's see here. Output, we will increase that and apply. Everything should be going good now, hopefully. But we will do a live reaction to this and see how it looks. I may have to drop the quality down a little bit when this first starts, just so we can get a good video feed of it. For some reason, the 60 FPS does not like to work well with my OBS Studio, so we will adjust accordingly. But yeah, overall, everyone is saying warts, lots of warts, and everyone complaining that they want firefight. There's a lot of things that a lot of people want, but we're not getting that. And hopefully, I don't know, this not seeing anything at the showcase made me feel like Halo Infinite is just down the toilet at this point, and there's not really much for that anything 343 can do to save this franchise at all. But we will continue pressing, and hopefully they will come through and surprise us with this trailer. I'm still very not optimistic at this point at all. It's 343 at this point. It's been 2 years and we don't have a simple game mode like Infection, but yeah, and they still don't have firefight. So there's a lot missing in Infinite, and that's the main reason why they didn't show it off in the showcase, because it's kind of a joke at this point how little content this game does have. It's finally starting to get a few content things in there, but it's still missing a lot of content. But yeah, it only took a year and a half to get a progression system. Congratulations, 343. But at least now we're getting Infection as well along with that. So yeah, and feel free to chat in the chat what you think of Halo Infinite. Are you still playing? That's my main question. I have not touched Halo Infinite in like a month or 2 months. And it's been great. I will say it has been amazing taking a break from this game. And maybe Season 4 will bring me back. I don't know. It's been a solid like 2-3 months that I have not played consistently. Looks like it's starting in 2 minutes. So there's see a few familiar faces in here. I might chat a wart in there as well. Wart. There we go. There's I can't do the impression, but the Owagnaba, I can't even do it. A lot of warts in the chat. Hopefully people can get hyped for this, and hopefully it's a good trailer. Very good trailer. If it's a good trailer, I'll be really disappointed that they didn't show it at the showcase. And part of me thinks it's not that incredible of a trailer. Again, this is all just guessing. But we got 60 seconds till it starts. If someone wants to leave a comment in the chat, let me know how the stream's looking for you guys. I can't make a big screen yet until it starts. But yeah, it should be... Oh, thanks for the little heart symbols. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see how this turns out. I'm both excited and nervous for this, because if this is... Like, it's already been a nail in the coffin at this point. But if this continues and this trailer is not good, it's going to be very rough. Very, very rough for the community. And we're already at the lowest of the low. If you look at the Steam charts, Halo Infinite is at the lowest it's ever been for player count. So, yeah, we'll see how this turns out. And it should be like 30 seconds now. But, yeah, I just hope this brings back a little bit of the community. Maybe it'll spike back up to about, 10,000 concurrent players at once. We will see. And hopefully it'll move out of like 32nd place on on Microsoft's like best top 10 games or top games. It's like number 32 right now. Yeah, my heart be thumping. Oh, the premiere begins shortly. They are teasing us at this point. But yeah, it should be all set. I am ready to go, as I'm sure everyone else is. I think the warts are symbolizing that people want elites. I'm just lucky guess, but I think people want some elites. Elites up in here. Wart. It is a fun time playing Elite in Halo 3, I will say, and an Invasion in Halo Reach. But I have not necessarily 100% been traumatized by the fact that elites are not in the game anymore. They will be nice to bring back, though. I will agree. They're late on their premiere. How could they? How could they be late on their premiere? No way. 343 being late. Oh, wait. Okay, there it is. Okay. I'm going to have to do some adjustments here, guys. It is slowly but surely getting itself set up here. There we go. So should all be good to go. Let me know how the sound sounds. I think I need to turn it down a slight bit, probably. Not mute it, but let's see how that turns out. How does that sound for you all? I got a little bit of the sound in the background, but got my voice as well. I think I need to turn it down just a little bit more. There we go. It's finally happening. They are bringing it to us. Trailer, the game mode, the best game mode in Halo for a lot of people. Favorite game mode. So we will see how this turns out. Ooh, that was a huge color change there. But I feel like this trailer is going to be like 30 seconds or 40 seconds, and we had to wait like to 2 minutes just of this to actually get it started. But I do have a little bit of hope it'll be longer than 40 seconds. They got to describe the game mode in detail for us to all understand what's going on. "30 seconds. Let's see what your guys' reaction to this is as well. We will see how Halo Infinite is doing for Season 4. Because as of right now, all we have is the new map and a few new game mode changes and now Infection. So we are going to see how this turns out. And right now it looks like it has frozen for me. Stand by one. I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's, looks like it's YouTube. Let's see here. All right, come on computer, come on stream. Just all of a sudden gave out on me. What the heck? Just give me a second, guys. Sorry. Nope, there it goes. Has a loading bar in the middle of the screen. There it goes. All right, let's see this trailer. So they're showing off Forest. Again, this map does look gorgeous. It is struggle busing right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna do a few adjustments here. I apologize. This a lot of people watching this at once is causing it to freak out. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the quality down just slightly. Hopefully that will help recognize what's going on and give us better quality here. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the beginning and work our way back. Hopefully it starts working. There we go. All right. So here it is. It is loading. There's the hazmat core. There is the infection person. They're running, so you can sprint. It looks like the shotgun looks great. And let's see what this looks like. So it looks like they'll have equipment as well. But that looked like the survivor put that down, so I'm really confused on that. And squad up for an all-new season. So this is like the actual season trailer rather than the infection trailer. But it looks like there's a few new things that they're showing off that we already know, like the quantum translocator. This will give us a better idea. Yeah, there it is. Talk about confusing someone. There's the Forest, the new arena map we all knew about. The Threat Seeker, I'm really... Okay, so it bounces off walls. That's the main difference. Instead of the threat sensor, it doesn't stick to the wall. It rather bounces off the wall. Of course, they're going to show off some expensive cosmetics here. And there we are. New Forge community maps. I believe that some of these have already been implemented into multiplayer. Just like a couple of these. But it does look great. They expanded the maps out. In Forge you can actually do that. But yeah, that looks like that's it. So we'll go back through this and analyze it a few more times. But it, you know, it's what we expected. They did a good job with this trailer. By that I mean they actually took the time to, you know, think out a choreographed scene for it. So let's go ahead and analyze this a little bit more. So Forest does look nice. It looks great. There's the huge pyramid-looking structure in the background. Rated T for teen, guys, because we can't have blood in this game. But it's looking great. The trailer, it looks like you have camo as the infected, probably the alpha, if I had to guess. Because you can see here, if I pause it and bring it back a couple seconds here, you can see as I progress forward, and they're still running, trying to, actually I think I missed it. Gotta go back even more. But the alpha zombie looks to have a fancier mask going on. And hopefully this will show it. Yeah, this is, okay, so you see here, let's see if I can go back a couple more seconds. So this looks like to be the alpha, if I had to guess. And this alpha, you can tell by the shape of the armor and the red around it, basically the armor effect, that's the main alpha. And it looks like they have active camo available. And as you can see here, they, you know, you can sprint as the survivor. But big picture here that kind of tells me that that is the alpha is if you look at these guys. I can't get it to pause at the good time. If you look at these guys, let's see. They don't have the full-on effect of the alpha zombie, essentially. So I don't think they have camo. They probably can just run. What doesn't make me nervous about this is that it looks like they can't sprint. They aren't sprinting in this scene, so maybe they can't sprint. But you can see there, looks like on the right, there's a dead Spartan. Maybe that's just showing that they are now infected. but we will continue on. Okay, the Alpha Zombie looks like they can sprint. You can see there on the left, the Alpha Zombie can sprint, but the rear zombie, it looks like they can just run at a normal pace. Yeah. They may have like 110% speed, 120% speed, but it looks like they can't actually sprint, which is fine, but I figured, maybe you make it to where the Alpha Zombie can, Alpha Zombie having the most power does make sense, but I don't quite understand why the normal zombies can't sprint, because that's kind of core to the game mode. But as you can see there, they used the Survivor was the one that threw down that smoke screen, the shroud screen, and you could say they threw it down, but then the infected came out of it. But the important thing about this scene is they kind of didn't pop out from the shroud screen. It popped up from the side of the shroud screen. They didn't even pop up in the shroud screen. So it has me think that the Alpha Zombie has camo even further. So they have camo, which really does make for some scary gameplay. And Infection returns to Halo, About Time, Red Sword. We gotta show that off. And yes, this looks like a normal zombie. It doesn't have the crown per se. And looks like they may have what's on the side here is that new Threat Seeker, potentially. But we'll have to see what is on their side there. So Scar is the new Big Team battle map. They actually have a name to it now. Looks like the name is Scar, which is cool. Looks great. And that armor does look cool, I will say. The orange and blue. Take a drink here for a second. And just cool sniping clips. This is probably the best thing or best use I've seen, or most practical use of the quantum translocator, because to be frank, the trailer was not accurate, guys. The trailer was not accurate. You're not going to be throwing a translocator, jumping off a map, grabbing a snipe perfectly and coming out. I mean, yeah, it's a trick play, but the odds of someone dropping the sniper or throwing the sniper to you as they fall off the map, yeah, it's not going to happen. But this seems like a practical use for it. The quantum translocator, you place it at the beginning of the lift, then you lift onto the enemy as they're about ready to snipe you. Have fun guessing that. You come back and confuse the heck out of them. And that range did seem kind of reasonable in that realm. It did seem like it was pretty far distance. They haven't came out and specified whether the range is going to be farther or not, but very good use. Forest, as we've all seen in the HCS series that was going on. And let's see here, the Threat Seeker. This is a very disappointing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think they should have done a radar jammer or something at this point, but kind of like Halo 3's radar jammer. Like, this would have been a great radar jammer, because we already have the Threat Seeker, or sorry, the Threat Sensor, which just sticks to the wall. The only difference is that I can tell from this is it bounces off surfaces and highlights everyone. And it looks like it's just a one-time thing, so it just highlights them instantaneously. The effect of the highlight may last longer than the Threat Sensor. Basically, once you get out of the Threat Sensor range, you are invisible to the redness, I guess, at that point. But it looks like this will stay on longer, so I guess that is the use for this. But overall, I would say definitely not a fun equipment that's going to be very practical or useful, just because it's, yeah, like I'd rather use a Threat Sensor, like, unless it pings the enemies for an extended period of time, like it looks like it does even after it goes away, which is cool. But yeah, I would honestly rather see a threat jammer, or not a jammer, just a radar jammer at that point. Enhanced weapon customization. This is where they're going to show off all the money-making items that is their last breathing breath of this franchise, is their cosmetics. And it looks like, actually here, if you slow it down, they have a new stock for the BR here. They looks almost like a toy. Not going to be buying that, but it does look like a toy, and I'm not that big of a fan of it. It looks fake, but maybe you guys would be a fan of it. I don't know. It looks like you have a silencer, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a silencer. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, it does have a... Wait, it looks like it's firing automatic here. Let's have us look at this again. Okay, it looks to be rapid fire. Like it's still a 3-round burst, but it seems to be firing faster. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong. Feel free to leave a comment down below. They probably didn't show the progression system mainly because they aren't proud of it. I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't want to show off a progression system because that's standard and to any game nowadays. So the fact that the game's been released for 2 years and they're going to be showing off the progression system doesn't really seem like a good take. So that's probably why they didn't include it. They may have actually thought about showing this at the showcase, and that might have been why they kept it out, because this was originally going to be shown at the showcase and they didn't want people to be like, wow, Halo Infinite has a has a progression system. But yeah, that's probably my reasoning why they didn't show the progression system. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of new BRs that they did really quickly here. But most of these lists look to be skins. This looks to be a whole new barrel attachment. I'm all for editing the BR, but this one right here just looks so, I guess, fake. I would never want to own this one. I just don't understand the firing though. That's what gets me. I'll turn it up so you guys can hear it. Precisely. Yeah, I need to add a map and veto system. That's been required and requested for years, but they just haven't done it. Even Halo MCC, which they've kind of started to figure out, doesn't have it. So at this point, I'm just going to be working on showing you guys the BR, because the BR does seem to be firing at a different rate here. Yeah, it just seems like it's basically automatic. Seems to be almost like the legendary edition of the BR. It's been a minute since I've actually seen it, but it's like or used it. It's like the Brawler, I think. I could be mistaking the name, I apologize, but it's the legendary version of the BR that's in the campaign edition. That might be what it is. And looks like they're showing off the AR. And again, I want to bring up this point that I hate in the trailers, is they have repeatedly in trailers shown off, at least like in the Season 3 cutscenes with the other Spartans, when they shoot and they're practicing in the firing range, they fire the AR in a single round burst, which is not realistic. It's an automatic weapon. If you could precisely like shoot every single individual bullet, that'd be impressive, but I don't understand why they show that it should be an automatic weapon, not a single fire weapon, semi-automatic, which doesn't make any sense. Like if they're gonna show it off, then make a semi-automatic mode for the weapon, but they aren't doing that. Okay, so new Forge Community Doubles playlist, which I've heard some of these I've seen gameplay of some of these. Diamo, 100% I've seen. And Arrival, which is the remake from Cairo Station from Halo 2, which surprisingly works well as a Halo map. And then Deadwater. I've not seen Deadwater or Lost Broadcast. So we're going to analyze these real quick. So Deadwater looks to be very much they actually have water, guys. They have water now in the game. Can you believe that? I can't believe they finally have water. So they have water now. I don't know if it'll slow down your Spartan or not. But as you can see, looks to be very Halo 2/Halo CE vibes in this, which is cool. Looks like there's paths up top. And looks to be the tower kind of from Live Fire, similar to that kind of aesthetic. Maybe this is down in the basement of Live Fire, who knows. But we'll continue on here. Last Broadcast. This is a 2v2 map, but looks very large just from the span out here. And let's see here. Yeah, it looks like a broadcast station. And I'm sure most of the map is on the inside, but they aren't showing the inside of the map. They're just showing this little avenue here and this little bridge up here. That's the outside portions of the map. And I'll go ahead and play this part loud for you guys so you can hear it.
Such a brutal Spartan, the perfect vessel. I choose you. Now let us destroy them all.
Cool. So Aratus is speaking again. No surprise there. They've been hyping him up for ages now. But at this point, really, that looks like a normal zombie. They took him out in one shot to the head. And he has a commando, which really surprised me. Usually it's pistols, so maybe it's a commando and a shotgun as your starting weapons. Or maybe you can find them later on in the match. Or potentially, if you're the last man standing, you might be able just automatically awarded a commando. It has not been specified. Or maybe it has and I'm just not familiar with it. But this portion right here, in case you guys didn't know, is on streets. It's basically if they delete all the cones and barricades out of the way, there's alleyways in the back where the infection give more room for infection, essentially. More places to hide and more places to run. And again, as you can see here, they're not sprinting, but the survivor can sprint. But they might have an increased movement speed. As you can see here again, the alpha zombie has camo. It's really funny that the trailer, it runs out right as soon as they're about ready to kill him. But yeah, this has been a in-depth live reaction and kind of analysis of this trailer. It was very short and sweet. Let's see how long it was. It was approximately a minute and a half long. So yeah, this is the Infection trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I have not streamed in a minute. Feel free to leave any feedback down below in the chat for next time when I decide to stream again. The quality was not great at the start, but it did fix itself. And if you guys enjoyed today's stream, feel free to like, subscribe. I do appreciate all the support. And this trailer does make me kind of feel like I'll give it a try, but I don't think it'll be something that'll keep me on the game, if that makes sense. Thank you guys all for watching and tuning in today.